Hello, I'm Gabe Heller, and this is a level of my own design. It's actually a bunch of them, so I had a limit of 10 levels that I could upload, and I only got around to making 2 of the really interesting levels that I wanted to make. So I was like, let's fill up the rest of the slots except for one, just in case, for future, with a bunch of stupid levels. Very easy, most of them, and in the hopes that maybe they'll get me some stars as a creator, since nobody seems to play the ones that I really cared about. So I'm going to show you the 7 stupid levels. So the way to get to them is I go to my notifications, and then it tells me who's played my course, and then I can look at the courses. Okay. So the first one that I made was called Escape from Bowser's Bouncy Castle. Let's play it. And yes, it is exactly what you would expect from Escape Bowser's Bouncy Castle. There's a door, you go into it, you are now in Bowser's Bouncy Castle, and you just have to manage to jump through this hole in the wall without getting killed by any of the things that come out of these note blocks. There we go. And there's the axe. And you're done. So that's the kind of level of stupid, easy levels that I was making. Just to have 9 levels under my belt. And I thought it was kind of funny that that happens afterwards. But that's it. Let's see if it remembers where I was in the menu system, or if I have to find my way back. No, it remembers. Okay. So the next one that I made was called Stop That Shell! And yes, it's just as stupid as that sounds. Except you do have to start the shell first, so whatever. There we go. The shell has been started. And now you just have to wait for it to do this for a long time. In my mind, shells are faster than this, you know? But then it's just because they just seem so dangerous when you're trying to negotiate them. So this level actually requires some skill. I don't think anyone's passed this level yet. Maybe they have. Once the shell's down there, you can safely stand here. Because the idea is to stop the shell before it goes down that hole, where it will destroy the block that's underneath the door that you need to go through to escape. Or just kind of go down that hole and quickly go through the door while missing the shell. Okay, so now we can safely go down to here, but we... Oh! Well, in a moment we would have been safely able to go down to there. Let's do this again. So, of the courses that I've made, Escape Bowser's Bouncy Castle is one that got a star. Somebody said, fun! And, okay, maybe it was fun, but that wasn't my intention. My intention was just to make a stupid level that might give me some stars. The levels that I made for serious play, you may see videos of later. I recorded some, but I want to give some other YouTubers a chance to play them cold, because I think they'll find them really fun. But if none of them do, then I'll publish my videos. Nope, not quite. Obviously, I have passed this level. It is possible. I think it only took me like 3 tries. I just really enjoyed the scary, scary music as the shell goes back and forth and back and forth. we go. Made it through the door. And we're done. That was the entire level. When I first made it, there was a Bowser there, a big Bowser, but he was far too hard to deal with all of the fire that came at you while you're trying to stop the shell. So I eventually got rid of him. Okay. Yep, nobody else has passed that level yet, and I don't count because I made it. Okay, so then finally I was able to upload a little bit of everything, which was the second level I made, which is just really hard for me to beat. It isn't actually that hard a level, and the video of me beating it while playing it here is only about 20 minutes long. But in order to upload it, I had to beat it from the beginning without using any of the checkpoints, and then from each of the checkpoints without using any of the other checkpoints. And that proved to be really hard. It's a matter of not messing up 50 times in a row, and I could only usually manage to not mess up, say, oh, I don't know, 25, 30 times in a row, which just was not enough. So this is called Those Crazy Goombas, and it is full of Goombas. It has all of the Goombas that are allowed. It also has some swamps. Those swamps are fun to see how they interact with Goombas. So yeah, you just jump down a pile of Goombas and get a whole bunch of extra guys. And then these slumps come down, and you can just watch them here for as long as you'd like, you know, until you run out of time. Just watch them smash Goombas and watch the Goombas get pushed around by the springs. That's all it is. There's no way of getting in there that I know of. I certainly didn't design it for there to be any way to get in there. And I don't know why you would want to get in there, especially since you've already got all the extra guys you could ever want. So then it's just a matter of flying over to the end. I think there's also another way in case you lose your superpower. Fly here and go to the end, or also one of those pipes leads to the end. So you have many options and many ways of beating this level. There you go. That's Those Crazy Goombas. Okay. The next one I made was called The Clouds You Get, and it's a really stupid, silly idea. The idea was that wherever stuff appeared in the background, I would put stuff over it so you couldn't see any of the background. So everywhere that there's clouds, and everywhere that there's hills, there's these guys, and everywhere that there's trees, there's mushrooms, so you can't see any of the background. And that's it. That's the entire concept of this level. I think there may be one enemy somewhere, or maybe it's a block, I forget. I don't know if I can even find it. Maybe there's a cloud guy at the end, throwing spiky guys or something? I forget. I don't remember. I think I put one enemy in here, though. Just one. Yep, there he is. He's throwing spiky dudes. There may be more than one. Oh, there's a pipe you can get some mushrooms out of. Yep. As many mushrooms as you want. I think. Well, spiky dudes are starting to show up, so I better leave. That's the entire level. The only challenge is, can you get up to this cloud so you can get on top of the pole? That's it. That's the entirety of The Clouds You Get. I don't think anyone has not passed this level yet. Nobody has died on this level yet. Okay, so the next stupid, silly level that I made... Which one is it? Which one is it? Is Duck and Cover. Because, oh, and apparently I have reached the limit of how much ground I can put in. Because I was just trying to fill the whole level with ground. And apparently you can't. At some point you run out of how much ground you can have. So, there we go. Nobody's passed this one. This is probably the most difficult of the stupid, silly levels. So the idea is that in Mario 3 you can duck. Oh, sorry, this isn't Mario 3. What is this? Mario World, you can duck. Which means that you can avoid all of the wrenches that they throw, even the lowest ones. So then all you have to do is duck the whole time and jump on them at the right time. So like now, there we go. There used to be a lot more of them, but I just got bored of trying to beat the level. So I made them a little further apart, which makes the level a little easier, but even so, nobody's beat it yet. It's possible that they just got tired of trying to, because it's not a very interesting level. It's kind of repetitive. This is the duck section. There's a cover section later. I was going to have it all happen at once, but it turns out that when you're wearing a helmet, you deflect these wrenches. And because you deflect the wrenches, that makes the beginning part of this a lot less interesting. coming to the second section of the level, which is the cover section. You can see there's the helmet. So let's go grab the helmet. And then it becomes a matter of not running into or being pulled back into any of the thwomps. They can all land on your head, no problem, just so long as you don't run backwards into any of them by the treadmills or run forwards into them soon after they fall by going too fast on the treadmill. Maybe you can just run past them. I don't know. I suspect somebody would have beaten the level by running past them by now if that were possible. But yeah, this is what the rest of the level is. And you saw how big it was. I think it may be the maximum size for a level. So there's just half of it is just jumping on gophers and the other half is dodging thwomps. Stupid, silly little level. Just trying to get some more plays in the hopes that maybe somebody will play the levels I really care about. And we'll find these interesting enough that they're like, I'd like to see what other levels this man has made. But since they're stupid and silly, that's actually probably unlikely. Oh, no. Okay, so now I've lost the helmet, but I can go back and get another one. And I have destroyed some of the thwomps. So lost already again. So I can run back and get the helmet again. And have a second chance in making it through this part of the level. Sometimes, the helmet rocks back and forth, so I think sometimes you can actually bump off thwomps that are in front of you, but maybe only if they're already moving back upwards. I'm not entirely sure all of the dynamics of the helmet. The jiggliness of it may make a difference, I'm not sure. So it's just a matter of calmly and slowly making one's way to the end. I'd be very interested to see what kind of times anyone makes the world records for this one. If anyone ever manages to pass it. Not very many people have played it so far, obviously. And I don't know that anyone will, though I've been noticing that now that I've got 9 levels, I'm starting to get some replays on the other ones. Initially, I would just get like a couple plays from people who saw that the level had just been released. Because there's a list where you can see, what levels have been recently released. And some people, I guess, hang out there looking for interesting levels. And so I got a few initial plays, but very few. And especially the ones I really care about, the ones that I made challenging. People would just die right away and then just not bother with the rest of the level. So, hoping that I would get some more plays on my other levels. And that started to happen, but not on the ones I care about, just on the other stupid, silly ones that you're seeing now. There's the end. It's in sight, but I dare not run for it. I tried once and died, so I just gotta still slowly work my way to the end. There we go. So that was duck and cover. And I think there may be 1 or 2 more stupid, silly levels. I'm trying to remember. Okay. Let's see, what have we got? That way! That's right, that way. Which was just like, I tried earlier to do some of this on one of my other levels, just for fun, but I couldn't get the arrows to turn. I don't know what I was doing wrong. But as soon as I discovered that, yes, you can turn arrows, I just wanted to make a level where I decorated the level with arrows. So that's what this level is. There are maybe a couple enemies, but nothing particularly hard. I think maybe a couple people have died on this level, but not very many. Okay, so get rid of him, get him out of the way, then we have a leaf. And then we can go explore the rest of the level. I also got a star for this level. Oh, I died. I didn't quite make it to flying stage, though it was making the flying noise. That's weird, I don't know. So basically my idea was just to make some patterns out of arrows, which is what I did. I don't think there's anything special in those question mark blocks, just some coins. Okay, there we go. Now we're going upwards. And then we come to the end of the level. And there it says bye written in cursive. And you have to jump upwards to get to the very end. But it's not very far. You could do it without flying. I just happen to want to fly. Boom. There we go. That was that way. The second to last of the stupid silly levels. And then finally, the final stupid silly level. It's called Shell Game, which isn't as stupid and silly. I actually went to the trouble of like trying to design a level for this, because it was the last one. It looks like a few people have cleared this, but only 10%, so it is kind of a hard level. But I think it's mainly just a matter of learning what to do. It's a bit of a puzzle, I suppose. So first we have a bunch of question mark blocks up here, each of which has a shell in it. You might be tempted to put these shells on, but I don't think that helps you. But I'm not sure I understand all of the dynamics of shells. But as you can see, now that shell is going to kill you when you go down there, so you have to get rid of it with another shell. There we go. Ta-da! I didn't know, if you throw a shell, it actually activates a question mark block that's above you. That's interesting. Okay, so now we need another shell. We need it on the level below to kill this enemy and open that question mark block. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Let's get out of here. Oh, I didn't get out of there quickly enough. Okay, try it again. Jump and spin, go down. There we go. There we are. Maybe I run from further back. There we go. And then those two shells cancel each other out. So then we've got another shell down here. And it... Oh, I remember. Okay. Almost forgot how this all works. To start it and then get out of the way. And then it creates a mushroom. But then it's going back and forth. So we have to grab that mushroom at the right time. And we're not going to get killed by the shell doing it. I think that time is coming up here. There we go. Then we need to quickly... remember how to do that. Oh, okay, well, I got rid of that. As you can see, we've got some enemies spawning below. So it's jump, shoulder down, jump, shoulder down. Jump, shoulder down. No, jump, there we go. Jump, shoulder down. Okay. So, we want this hat. There we go. Oh, we lost it already. Okay, we got a hat. Now we just gotta survive through here. Nope, not quite. I don't know how badly you need the hat. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted my big power up on getting the hat. There are several ways through that last part of the level. It's not like the rest of it, where there's pretty much only one way. Unless you manage to jump on shells that are very hard to jump on. Almost went too far there. This version of Mario always seemed a little slidey to me, so I didn't make very many levels using it. But that's why the last one I was like, I better make another one, because people seem to really like this one. It's the one that I guess a lot of people are familiar with, having played recently. Because I am most familiar with Classic, so my go-to was always Classic, unless I needed people to be able to pick up shells, which you can't in Classic. Okay, so it's jump, shoulder down, and we just stand here, and we get a helmet! That was what's supposed to happen. Oh, hell, that was not what's supposed to happen. Well, let's run. We're dead. We're so dead. Yep. Oh, wrong way! That's the trap. Once you've done that, you're screwed. Unless you dodge shells a lot better than I do. Let's see if I can dodge shells well enough. Nope, just started again. Okay, so what's the move? Jump, spin down. There we go. Okay, I survived. There we go. Hey, I made it. There we go. So that was Shell Game, and that's the last of the stupid silly levels that I made, just so that I'd have a lot of levels made, so that maybe people would get interested in me as a level creator or something, and maybe play the two that I really care about, which are, I'm about to show you here when it loads, which are a little of everything. The idea there was to use a bit of everything in every element in the game, in one kind of a puzzle or another. And the Arcade Museum, which is based on a bunch of classic arcade games. So those are the ones I really want people to play. And if they don't, then I guess I'll eventually release the videos of me playing them. But I think it would be much more entertaining to see someone who doesn't know the level yet playing it. But I tried not to make them dastardly hard, you know, just challenging. That's what I wanted, challenging levels. Oh well, that's it for this video.
Warning, warning, this video is almost over. Warning, warning, it's time to choose another one. This has gone on far too long, time to wake up and sing along. Warning, warning, this video is over now.